Hello there, Libra. It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, I am going to be doing your October general reading. We're going to take a look at the overall energies for the month of October, and then we'll take a look at the tarot to see if there's any obstacles on your path or if there's any advice from Spirit. So let's go ahead and get started. Libra, remember this is a general reading, so if you're not resonating with the message, you might want to check out your rising moon or Venus sign. And if you are resonating, I would really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. Okay, we're going to start with the Wisdom Oracle card. We have Orphaned, Time to Go, and Round and Round. Okay, so let's just take a minute to talk about this. We have Blessed on the bottom. I really like that energy because there's something in your life, and when we get to the tarot, we'll get some more details about this, but there could be a relationship or a situation. It could be at work, in your career, family, or romantic connection. Something is making you feel a little left out and a little alone. Now, Libra, I'm going to tell you, we have three retrogrades, three planets in retrograde right now. They will be going direct by October 18th. So this is a time with these retrogrades, especially the Mercury retrograde, where people and situations from the past come back, and we have the round and round here, so that we can revisit a lesson that maybe we haven't mastered yet, or we can just gain a more wisdom, because every time this situation, this person, this pattern comes back around, you're getting a more wise view of the situation. And it's helping your soul to grow. This is on your soul's journey path. With the time to go, this is a good indication that Spirit is saying it is time to leave whatever this energy is that keeps coming around. It's time to go ahead and try to break this cycle. And I really do like that type of energy, even though this is, when you look at these two cards, it's kind of a difficult, emotional type of energy, but it's time to break the pattern and to see what the blessing is out of this situation. Underneath this is to be fair. There's your card, Libra. Like you're stepping into your own power. You're becoming more balanced. It's like time to get this situation settled and cleared out. So, it could be a relationship from the past that, you've closed out, you've healed from, and you're kind of like, what? How can I get emotional about this again? But it's just that there's something here, a part of the lesson that you haven't quite mastered perhaps, and it may not necessarily be with that person that you have to deal with that person again, but it's just about maybe a belief system that, that soulmate triggered within you, and it's time to let this go. It's time to break the bonds. That's what I'm hearing. It's time to break the bonds of this pattern or this belief system. Okay, so we're going to go to the tarot. We're going to take a look at the present energy, areas of resistance or obstacle, advice from Spirit, and then the outcome if you take the advice. But Libra, remember, this is, you do have free will, so you can choose to go in any direction that you need to. Page of Wands. Oh, I love this energy because, this could be somebody coming back around again, or somebody, kind of looking in on you, if you will. But I also, with the Page of Wands, it's learning something new. It's learning wisdom. It's taking this, whatever this lesson is, this pattern, this belief system. It's like taking that magnifying glass and just like honing in on it and saying, okay, what is this lesson that I have to learn? I'm so over this lesson. I want to move on from this so badly. Really magnifying it and taking a good look at it. So say it's a belief system. based on, let's say it's around romance. It doesn't really matter what the belief system is, but you have a belief that, you're not worthy of love, or love hurts, love never, love never lasts. And it's kind of like you're taking that magnifying glass and really looking at it. Like, how did I come across that belief system? Why do I think that that is true? Because those are not true statements. It's kind of like, but it's something that you believe to be true, even if you're sitting there and saying, oh, well, I think I'm worthy of love. But are you taking steps? Is your daily actions showing that you think that that is true? And it's kind of like really dissecting it. That's the word I'm looking for. It's almost like dissecting it. Like, where did I get this belief system? And by dissecting it, it's kind of like you almost open it up. And as soon as you realize, like, why you came across this, say that you think love never lasts. Okay, say that's your belief system. And perhaps your parents got divorced. Your siblings are all divorced, right? And you're kind of like, okay, well, why am I going to get married? Or why am I going to want to be in a long-term committed relationship? They never last anyway, right? But that's not really true, because there's a lot of people that do stay in a long-term committed relationship. And even if the relationship were to end, are you getting blessings out of that relationship? Yes, of course you are. So it's kind of like just taking the time to really look at why you got this, and then turning your back on it and saying, I'm not believing that anymore. I'm going in a new direction. I really like this. Okay, so let's take a look at your area of resistance or your obstacles. 8 of Pentacles. Putting a lot of time and effort into something, working really hard on something. Some of you could be working really hard at work. So I'm kind of anxious to see what the advice is. You could be putting a lot of effort, a lot of work into something, and it's not panning out. Okay, so let's take a look at that. If something's not working out, when we put a lot of effort into it, it can kind of like get us into the stuck energy of feeling like, okay, it's never going to work for me. And that's not true. That's really not true. Okay, so here is your advice from Spirit. Emperor, stepping into your power. Just realizing, okay, the message I'm getting is realizing that you can control your thoughts. It's almost as if your thoughts right now, your patterns, your belief systems are controlling you and your life. And it's like, do you want to break out of the stuck energy you may feel? And we have all been feeling a lot of stuck energy lately, especially through Virgo season. And now, as we're stepping into Libra season, and happy birthday, Libra, it's about you stepping into your power, realizing that you can have the power over what your ego may be trying to tell you. And look at his, hat is kind of like an empire, right? It's kind of like in the past, you may have allowed your belief systems or your patterns to control you and your actions and how you saw yourself in the world. And all of a sudden it's like, no, I can take that hat off. I can take those belief systems out of my sphere of reality. Right? I can take that hat off and I can put it away, and I can step into my true authentic self. Really, really nice. And when you do that, we have 3 of Swords on the bottom. You're really disappointed about something. Something is leaving you feeling kind of out and alone. So let's take a look at what is the outcome when you step into your power. What happens? King of Wands. I love it. Yeah, so the King of Wands is getting really inspired. Going forward, being a leader. For some of you, this could have to do with work and career, finances. It's like, for instance, 8 of Wands, taking action, getting communication. For some of you, if it has to do with like pentacles, okay, with your finances or something, you may have a belief system that, there's only so much money in the world and I'm not going to get my fair share or whatever. Or that you may overspend because you're trying to make yourself feel better or fill up this emptiness, this empty hole in your heart from some situation. Those are all things that we do as humans, but it's about like taking a look at it. It's kind of like, okay, when I'm sad, I go and buy a new pair of shoes, or when I'm sad, I go and eat ice cream. It's like taking a look at what happens when you're in this orphaned energy, how you react to it, and then trying to break that pattern. Not allowing your emotions, for some of you, I feel like not allowing your emotions to kind of control you. Like controlling your actions, your behaviors, your patterns of thinking. It's a very powerful type of energy because when you gain power over this, you move forward very quickly and very determined. So you move out of, I feel it once again, it's kind of like a stuck energy. And Libra, what you need to understand is a lot of this is because of the retrogrades. And the planets will be going direct by October 18th. It's almost as if for the next 3 weeks, you're going to be kind of toiling with this, taking a really deep look at why you have certain behaviors or patterns in your life. And once you gain control over it, after you look at it, you're kind of like, well, I can change that. It's like a matter of almost turning on and off a switch. And then you move forward very quickly. Really nice. Okay, so let's go clarify these. We're going to start with the Page of Wands. This is your present energy. Oh, death and rebirth, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the moon. Yeah, it's kind of like it's something in your subconscious. The moon is things that you don't see. It's somewhere in your subconscious. It could have something to do with childhood, although it doesn't have to. But you're transforming it. You're taking a good look at this pattern or this belief system, this idea that you have, and you're transforming it. It's the death and the rebirth. Like you're taking a look at this pattern. You're seeing what triggers you to have this behavior. And then you're transforming it almost like instantly. I love this energy because it's not like, this isn't like a lot of work. It's truly cleaning out something that you need to clean out so that you can move forward very quickly. This is a very fast moving energy. You have a lot of choices. For some of you, it could be having difficulty making a decision, second guessing your decisions, trying to balance, out decisions. And that doesn't have to be for all of you, but it's almost like you're stuck. I get a sense that you're really stuck about something. You're looking at all your options and you're just confused. You may be wondering, intuitively, why do I have this pattern? Why does this keep coming back? And it's kind of like you're stuck in it. But you have, and once again, we have the Pentacles down below. For a lot of you, I think it could have something to do with finances or career, your work. Because we have a lot of indication that it's Pentacles. For some of you, it could be about how you spend money, your belief system around money, your belief system around your work or your career. And it's about changing this and allowing the blessings and the balancing to come in. Okay, so let's take a look at this 8 of Pentacles. This is your obstacle or area of resistance. Oh my goodness. Page of Wands on the bottom. So getting fresh, inspiration. It's the Page of Wands is coming out again. It's about inspiration, learning something new. Look at this. Okay, so this is something that you put a lot of work into. We have the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Lots of love underneath this. So if this is a relationship, it's, putting a lot of time and effort into a relationship, trying to get it to go the whole long distance, the happy family, the, just having that sense of security for a very long time. The Queen of Cups is about loving yourself first, filling your own cup up before you can offer that cup of love to others. And understanding that some of you could be focusing on your work because I don't want to say you're afraid of love, but you're kind of like trying to abandon love. Let's put it that way. Like you may feel abandoned by love, so you're putting a lot of time and effort into your work or into your career because you want this, but you're almost afraid of it. In fact, you are afraid of it. It's kind of like, well, it's not going to last. Love never lasts, So it's about taking a really close look at why you think love never lasts. Once again, maybe you have a lot of friends or family members that have been in relationships that haven't lasted. Maybe you have a pattern of having relationships that didn't last. But the thing is that if you go into your next relationship thinking that love never lasts, the love will never last because you're already starting with that belief system. So it really is about taking a really close look at what is powering your belief systems, right? Because that power of your belief system is all in your head and it's preventing you from getting exactly what you want. Look at this. You want love. Libra, you want love and you want a lot of it. And you want it to be really deep and intimate and last for a long time. But it's almost like, think about the Emperor. Once again, somebody that's really into business. Kind of like, has a very strong opinion about things. It's about softening the edges of this persona, this belief system, and opening your heart so that you can allow this love to come in. Wow, really very powerful. So let's see what this is. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Wands. You have a lot of new energy coming in your way. I don't see a reconciliation, at least not right now. I really feel like it's about wanting to step back into the arena of love and just having a difficult time. And it's your fears that are holding you back. So here we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, gender doesn't matter, but the Queen of Pentacles is, very home and hearth, wants to be a good spouse, is very grounded, but also very happy if she's by herself. She doesn't depend on anybody else. And, the energy is that you're moving on from that. You have found your independence. You can, do it alone. There's no doubt about that, Libra. But you're kind of wanting to move away from that. You're getting this inspiration, this new energy of, what? I think I want to do it with somebody else. It's like wanting a companion. It's stepping into this energy of, I don't want to be here for the rest of my life. I don't want to, even though I think you may not really be feeling completely orphaned, but you don't want to be by yourself. I think you're wanting to step into energy of, hey, I want to go out there and I want to overcome my fear of love, my fear of making money, my fear of being able to manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. And it really is about coming back to some belief system that's holding you back and letting it go. It's like turn your back on it, run away from it, and run fast because it's not serving you. It's time for it to go. All right, so let's see. The King of Wands is, the Five of Pentacles is on the bottom. It's about, fives are about change, realizing that you need to balance out some situations so that you can step into the next chapter. You know, the Wheel of Fortune wants to turn in your favor. I think that for some of you, this could be a romantic connection, but I think for a lot of you, it really is also maybe about how you earn money, your career, how you spend money. There's something about finances here. There's so many pentacles here. And for some of you, it could be about finding a love in your work. Like you may be toiling a lot at work, but you're not finding joy and passion in it. And what you're seeking is passion in your work, passion in your life. You know, kind of like, what is my sole purpose? Why am I doing this? You may have a belief system that you only work for the paycheck, you know, and it's kind of like, no, okay, I can make a lot of money. You've gone out and done that, but now it's kind of like, you know what? I really want to have a lot of passion in the work that I do. Because here we have this, you know, new Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Like new information about how you can be wealthy. And this has taken a long time. It's like, it's kind of like, I feel like you're in the final chapter of learning this lesson. Like once again, every time this situation comes around, you learn, you revisit it from a higher level of wisdom. Because every time you do it, you know, you at the beginning you were a novice, and then you were intermediate, and now, you know, you're advanced, and you're getting ready to master it, right? You're getting ready to master this lesson. And it's taken a long time. You've had to revisit this maybe several times. It could be that, you know, every time this lesson kind of comes back around, you're like, okay, well, I can just get through it. I'll just get through it. And you may tweak something, right? You gain a little wisdom, you tweak a little bit. And now it's kind of like, you know what? I think I really get it. I've looked at this really closely. Maybe, you know, if it has to do with work, your parents were, you know, like your career has to be, you know, a doctor or a lawyer. And you're kind of like, okay, well, I chose doctor. And now you're kind of like, you know, I really don't like being a doctor. I think I want to be a painter, you know, or a musician. I want to go do that. It's like really taking a close look at something that may have to do with how you make money or your belief system around money. And it could also have to do with love. It's really about changing your perspective, finally learning this lesson so that you can make actually, I think you're going to be making a significant shift in your life, a significant shift. And it's going to take you out of this. It's almost, okay, the message I'm getting is that this is how your heart feels. I'm not sure you feel this, Libra. I think it's your heart, your soul. Your soul is longing to go and do something. It's like it's nudging you. It's kind of like, come on, Libra, give up that belief system so that we can go be a musician or go find, you know, our true love, whatever it is. It's kind of like, yeah, I can do this, and I'm about to. Okay, so here's your creativity oracle card. I cannot believe it. It says, let go. What, if anything, can be done to let go of what is standing in your way? Yeah, it's time to go. It's time to say, this is no longer serving me. I am ready to go, and I'm ready to go in a new direction. You know, this artwork is kind of interesting. I've never noticed this, but there's like a skeleton here, like the death, and then the butterfly, the rebirth. It's almost like you soar into the future once you finally take a really close look at this. You know, what is my heart desiring? You know, What is holding me back from being a musician? What is holding me back from being in a truly intimate relationship? What is holding me back from traveling the world? What is holding me back from finding my 10 of cups? What is holding me back? And then saying, okay, it's not holding me back anymore. Here's your angel message card. Peace. Calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax and do not worry about anything, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. I mean, that is like completely in line with, the entire reading. It's about getting out of your head, taking this emperor's hat off, getting out of your head and moving into your heart. And once you do that, it's like you'll soar, you'll go forward so fast and with such inspiration and lightness and balance. Wow, Libra, that was a really nice reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please consider like, sharing, or subscribing. And I do wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.